Thank you for joining me. My name is Nabila Khalida, taking over the conversation. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security previously said they will be focusing on 4 dimensions of food security as defined by the Food and Agriculture of Organisation FAO. Its Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Sabu stated that these dimensions involve availability, access, utilisation as well as stability and sustainability, which align with the National Food Security Policy Action Plan 2021 till 2025 and the National Agri-Food Policy 2021 till 2030. And this aligns with the Sustainable Development Goal or SDG to end hunger, achieve food security and improved nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. So to hear how we can spearhead a shift in the realm of food security and sustainability, joining me on the line is Danial Fahmi, the founder of Circafeed. All right, good morning, Danial.
Morning.
All right, before we go deep into the discussion, can you briefly let us know what does Circafeed do and in what ways does Circafeed lead the change in propelling Malaysia's agriculture industry towards sustainability and inclusivity?
Okay. Hi, morning everyone. Circafeed is a company, a biotech company that focuses on the animal feed production side, right? So we understand that we've been shaping this sort of like a sustainable and circular agriculture concept since 2018 and currently in a phase 1, which is the Napier grass plantation itself. So again, we understand that one of our main problems of our cattle industry, right, is as lack of consistent, high quality as well as affordable feed. So if we don't fix that main issues, how are we going to move forward with us wanting to improve our cattle industry? Our focus has always been at the current moment for its feed. We plan, grow, as well as we later process to variety number of feeds.
All right, can you share what are some of the proactive measures is Circafeed undertaking to contribute significantly to Malaysia's journey towards becoming a more food secure nation, as well as helping the government's aspiration to end poverty by the end of this year?
Well, again, the Circafeed itself is we are growing a large scale and distributed Napier plantation that focuses on feedstock at the current moment, right? Again, the technology as well as the integration for optimization for food production, integration of IR 4.0 as well as the precision farming is pretty much integral, right? Again, we are looking at working with a couple of government agencies at the current moment to produce nationwide programs for us actually to collaborate with small scale farmers in order for us actually to create sort of like an integrated cattle, sort of like a live animal feed, sort of like a system so that we can actually distribute it throughout the whole Malaysia to support the local ecosystem.
We'll get into the cattle sector later, but we're going to talk on how the low productivity of the agriculture sector has become a concern of the government. And they have introduced the policy of Industry Revolution IR 4.0, like you said just now, and as one of the strategies to increase its productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness, focusing on capacity building. So could you elaborate on the significance of modern farming methods in ensuring sustainable food security?
Well, there are a lot of, Malaysia, like any other countries, right? We have been working on various strategies to really promote sustainable and circular food system, right? These strategies really look to address the food security, environmental conservation, as well as the economic development. So really, you can see that even the recent budget 2024, the government has allocated about 400 billion to really implement a food security reinforcement program. Apart from that, Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, the one that also plays a large role is actually Ministry of Science, Technology, as well as Innovation, mostly, also plays an important role for the development. Ministry of Human Resource as well, providing the relevant trainings for all of the participants. For them to actually upscale and implement technologies within their farming methods.
You mentioned just now about the amount of grant or dana, orang kata the 400 billion ringgit provided by the government. So how are you going to utilize the 400 billion provided by the government in Belanjawan?
Well, at the current moment, there are no specific frameworks yet, right? But again, how when we look at it from a larger point of sense, right? Utilization of machinery is very important. Upscaling to people for the farmers and the future farmers are very important. These will actually significantly contribute towards a more knowledge farm workers that are actually working on based on machineries and working based on data.
On Circafeed itself, how are you going to utilize this machinery that you mentioned just now? Are you right now utilizing the usage of artificial intelligence, orang kata, like we said, agriculture machineries like AI or drones, maybe?
Well, we believe technology integration is necessary, right? It is also to minimize losses as well as maximizes production. At the current moment, on our early stage of our 3-phase plan, on the feed production side, we pretty much employ machineries and do automation whenever we can, packaging, irrigation, or everything that is involved around our operation is we look at how we can actually improvise on the technology itself.
Now let's talk a little bit more on Malaysia's livestock industry. How does Circafeed envision of strengthening this industry to the local cattle husbandry sector and the key of methods or technologies utilized to achieve this vision?
Well, again, the cattle industry itself is actually a very wide scope, right? Again, when you look back at it, technology implementation is great, but we have to look back at the fundamentals of it. But we believe that it actually need to address the feed issue itself, right? So, in short, our strategies include technology integrations. It includes mechanization, automation, and IR 4.0 to name a few. But again, whether we can integrate it within our operations, according to financial capacity as well, right? So apart from that, collaboration with government agencies as well as private stakeholders, we definitely open up for more windows for it.
And Circafeed is actually the one of the Meranti's Global Accelerator Program participant for this year. And if you don't mind, can you share your company's involvement and the experience in the Meranti GAP program, and how has the participation in this program influenced and benefited Circafeed's operational strategies?
Okay, Meranti via the GAP program has opened up a lot of doors, a lot of different opportunities for us. We manage the network, engage with diverse people from different industries. Indirectly, this helps us actually to grow the business, and we get to share the sort of like an aspiration and bring food security into the limelight, right? And Meranti, as well as the coaches, really helped us actually to fine tune our business directions as well as storytelling. Apart from that, they provide a different view, a different perspective, and what to emphasize on, what to highlight, as well as the enable us actually to capture the eyes of investors, regional investors at the current moment. Really great experience, a lot of good learnings, huge learning curves, and definitely an eye-opener. I'll definitely recommend any startups moving forward to just engage with Meranti.
How did you came across this program, Meranti GAP program, and what made you to agree into this program, to joining this program?
Well, again, the program itself has been advertised annually. Again, it's the GAP program itself is quite has an extensive history, starting all the way from back then Magic itself, right? So why we particularly participate this year is that because it has a centric focus on agriculture. So when we actually talk to the Meranti team about what kind of syllabus that we'll be learning, it's just a no-brainer So straight away we signed up, and then we managed to go through this couple of multiple vetting process. Then Alhamdulillah, we managed to join in.
All right, moving forward with all those initiatives like ETR and IMP under the Madani economy, what strategies are in place to catalyze a more sustainable and circular food system for Malaysia's future?
Again, when you talk about food security itself, it's a holistic point of view where it has to be in a form of everyone has to participate, right? Because what I like about the latest initiatives by the current government is that whatever we do on a different sectors, it integrates into the other different sectors as well, right? Again, the majority of it, it's also initiative where it is done on a systematic manner. It's been thought through by the government of different agencies with different stakeholders, and this sort of like a different initiatives indirectly contributes towards the food security method. So in a way, what I'm trying to say in short, it ties up nicely. Different initiative from different government agencies just wraps up into the indirectly into the food part of the food security as well.
All right, before we end this discussion, I want to look at on what specific strategies or technologies does Circafeed use to enhance Malaysia's beef self-sustain level, or SSL?
Okay. Again, we believe technology integration is necessary. So that we pretty much, at the current moment, we deploy machineries as well as automation wherever we can, right? Again, at this point of agriculture industry, we have to minimize the human error. And because pretty much the sector is has a lot of different other factors that we have to look at, right? Especially when it comes to weather conditions. So we need to control whatever we can control, right? Other part on that, our goal is really to achieve a sort of like a proper circular economy. So meaning that the utilization of the IR 4.0, the sort of like mechanization and automation is the key at the current moment. So when people talk about AI, yes, there is such technology for it. But again, whether it is actually proven to be cost effective in terms of day-to-day operations for us actually to implement within our plantation.
All right, there was Danial Fahmi, founder of Circafeed. And a little bit background of Circafeed is a biotech firm focused on agriculture that aims to produce a large-scale, high-yielding, sustainable feedstock plantations for the industries, various applications including animal feed, renewable energy and industrial products. So Danial, you have been relentlessly pursue your aspirations. So wishing you all the best in championing sustainable automated farming for a better bio future of tomorrow. We're going to go for a quick break. We'll be right back shortly.